Ladies and gentlemen, your new welterweight goat. Okay, I want to start off right. I remember specifically I talked about Belal possibly overwhelming Leon during the, like, I had the idea that maybe Leon sticks to the game plan right and starts to get overwhelmed like for the last 3 months, and that could possibly lead to a Belal decision because I knew this fight wasn't going to get a finish. But I was not expecting Belal to just overwhelm him from the get go. That was funny. Yeah, I guess I'll start it's only main card right now. I'm only doing that, but I guess I'll start with the main event and move down. So Belal wins 4-1. I feel like everyone agreed 4-1. I don't know how you give Leon any of the other rounds. He very obviously lost. Um, the only real technical thing, firstly, power single legs, high crotches, picking him up, dropping on his head, beautiful. I love that takedown, and I'd love to see more people do it whenever. So like whenever you have somebody pinned up against the wall, right? And you see what Leon was trying to do was he was doing the runner stance, getting his base wide, and he was trying to reach over and start to do a switch and like put pressure on that shoulder. And we saw Belal, he realized it was coming and scooped under the leg, picked him up, dropped him on his brain, gave him brain damage, more of it. And fantastic option to do. But also the other thing that I feel like really led to Belal's ability to overwhelm him was that little jab left hook he was doing. Because it was Leon being a southpaw, Belal an orthodox mostly. He would come forward, jab, left hook while rotating around the outside leg and really making it difficult for Leon to counter him properly. Like that was working for him a lot, and that also, the jab, left hook, that gets people leaning away and blocking and defending and stuff, and basically putting their hands up and leaning away and taking their, weight away from their hips and everything, making it easier to take them down. That was working a lot. Didn't work a whole lot, in the middle of the octagon because people are good at defending there, but it worked against the cage, get them distracted, take them down. Really good work by Belal, I gotta say. Fantastic performance. We also saw, Leon doing like the shell, like just like how Dustin Poirier does, like my video on him, that shell and getting uppercutted for it because he wasn't tucking his chin and wasn't moving. So he's just doing it and like walking around and getting a lead uppercutted by Belal. But outside of it being the funniest fight for me to watch, fantastic performance by Belal Muhammad. He 100% proved he's the champion. I thought the possibility was there. I did not know he was going to make it that obvious. I did see a few people accusing him of steroids, which I feel like we're all under the consensus now that like everyone is doing it to some degree. I also saw people trying to say that the sleep schedule thing messed up Leon. He knew weeks in advance. He knew weeks in advance. If he did not fix his sleep schedule to fit the fight, that's his own fault. If he goes like, oh, the sleeps, like the time and everything made him lethargic and do worse than he could, that's his own fault. He should have fixed his sleep schedule. He should have been prepared. He's a world champion with a lot of money. Be prepared. But yeah, the Belal thing, I can kind of see it. The steroid thing with him, I can kind of see it because he's fucking yoked. Like he was big. Also, I want to say he broke the 36-year-old in the title fight curse, which is great. I love that. So funny. It really felt like watching like an older guy who just has a really janky style go in there and just school somebody because they don't know how to handle it. But okay, enough talking about the main event. I just found it really funny. Moving down, Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blades. Not a whole lot to talk about here. It's heavyweight. You get dropped by everything. Curtis ate a good jab. I was right about Aspinall looking for some grappling sequences. I feel like he pressured him against the fence, went for the takedown, felt like it wasn't good. Maybe he felt like it'd be better off to go for the striking against Curtis because Tom Aspinall couldn't take him down on the first one. So the real question is, how good is Jailton Almeida? But also, he realized it wasn't working as much as he probably wished, so he went to the striking. It worked. If you were saying early stoppage, kinda, but also, I'm a doubter. I'm a hater. I don't think he was gonna survive if they kept going. I think you give it 10, 15 more seconds. I think he goes out on the ground. He was eating shots. Like, the thing is, right? If the ref jumped in and stopped it while he was getting up the first time, I would say okay, maybe. But he put his hands up, started going up, got hit, and fell back down on his face. And that's whenever the ref started coming in. And even though he was coming up, the ref stopped it. At that point, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that stoppage. I feel like that's fair. Moving on from that, not a whole lot to talk about with that one. Just what I thought would happen with Aspinall having the speed and boxing advantage and using it properly. Moving from that, got a phone call. Moving from that, King Green and Paddy Pimblett. Paddy's grappling is better than I thought. I don't know what Green was doing, trying to shoot on him whenever he's obviously a jiu-jitsu guy. But you do you. I guess something made him uncomfortable on the feet, whatever it was. Maybe he felt like he couldn't get his game going and thought that was the better thing. I don't know, but it obviously wasn't. Choked out in the first. I think I remember saying I thought it was going to be a decision. I thought Green would have had the possibility to survive on the ground, but to be honest, he didn't get taken down and controlled. He shot the takedown and immediately Paddy jumped a guillotine, moved it to a triangle, choked him unconscious. Not much you can do there. He got choked unconscious. Moving from that, my underdog pick. Don't mean to flex, but I was the only one who picked it. Gregory Rodriguez beating Christian Leroy Duncan. I wish I could say I was surprised, but I did not do enough research on Leroy Duncan, so I really just had enough of an idea. I don't think he's a good finisher. He's finished a good few people, but I really felt like the grappling advantage and everything leaned towards Rodriguez. I did not expect him to go so grappling heavy, though. Excuse me. I really thought it was going to be a lot. I really thought it was going to be more pressure based, the overwhelming, and less stand up pressure, overwhelming him with volume stand up, and not so much grappling. But won the decision. I predicted a TKO in the second, but I was wrong about the finishing thing. If you look at it, most of them I was wrong. I was right about the winner and then wrong about how they would win. But moving on. Arnold Allen, Giga Chikadze. I was expecting Arnold to grapple more. No, he just walked forward and outpointed the kickboxer. Durability diff, I guess. Arnold Allen just stat checked Giga. What are you gonna do, bro? He just walked him down, hit him a good amount of times, hit him a little bit more than he got hit and won the decision. I don't think I saw anybody really crying robbery and anything on that one, but overall, not a bad start. 5-1 on my first one, and I did fail the Belal one. I was it seems like everything's kind of stacked against him here, but Belal is just him. He's just gonna do it, man. He's just gonna win. I don't know where everyone else is gonna go from here. Hopefully, Tom Aspinall knocks out John Jones next, and I cannot wait to see Belal Muhammad 50-46 Shavkat Rakhmonov. It's gonna be fantastic.